No one wants to admit it, but disaster has become part of our lives. If you're watching this video, you're concerned about an earthquake and how it could affect your daily operations. You know that getting back in business quickly after an earthquake is critical to keeping your doors open. What you may not know is there are steps you can take to reduce your losses from an earthquake and protect the bottom line, which is why we're here. Welcome to Quake Smart.
To protect our inventory and our employees from a quake, we pay attention to how things are stored here. The large, heavy inventory is stored near the floor. The lighter things are overhead. Anything we can't afford to lose or think we'll have trouble getting back into inventory quickly will get restrained with a strap so it doesn't fall when everything starts to shake. Because we'll have our inventory secured this way, it'll make all of our employees feel safer.
How big of a financial hit would you take if you came to work one morning and your inventory's lying on the floor? Solution? Consider a cable restraint or shrink wrapping your inventory to pallets. Remember, insurance only goes so far, and getting restocked after an earthquake may take a long time.
Our company took a smart approach to securing the inventory at all of our locations. Management consulted resources, including the FEMA website. They ran it by us, and now we're all going to work together and make this happen.
If an earthquake strikes, we'll be back in business in short order because all of our important records are stored online and off-site.
Well, ours is a small business, but we have a big footprint. We depend on web traffic to sell our products, so if we're down even for a few hours, we can lose thousands of web hits, which can translate into hundreds of lost customers, and our company just can't afford that type of risk.
Face it, failure is never written into a business plan. But an unprepared business hit by a disaster such as an earthquake will find it difficult to recover. And that can affect everyone from the boardroom to the living room.
I've had several friends over the years lose their jobs following a disaster. Their companies didn't have a recovery plan and just couldn't get their revenue back, so they had to shut down. I mean, you always hear people say, I wish I'd have done this, I wish I'd have done that to prepare, and that's something I don't ever want to have to say. I mean, to our investors, our employees, or our clients.
We're attaching these cabinets directly to the walls, so if we get a quake, they won't fall over and hurt us. It was in the company newsletter. People get hurt in earthquakes because they get hit by things like furniture, office equipment, stuff falling off shelves.
When you begin the conversation about earthquake mitigation, be sure you include your employees. You'll need them more than ever after a disaster. It's important to equip them with mitigation knowledge for the office and at home. Very few employees return to work when their family's at risk.
When you look at it in terms of loss prevention, securing these cabinets, that's the easy thing to do. Especially, you just look at the outcome. Think about the property and employee productivity that will be saved. But I'm talking about saving lives.
We're making sure that all the mechanical systems in this building are secure and all the piping is properly supported and braced in the event of an earthquake. Our offices are here and so are our tenants' offices. So we want to avoid any problem that can come from an earthquake. Water damage from a burst pipe, fire from a ruptured gas line, sewage backup, loss of power, anything. So we got together with all of our people and with the tenants, so everyone is involved in protecting the building.
Once you have your plans in place, share them with others. You never know who's willing to pitch in to help when disaster strikes. The more people that are aware of earthquake risk, the better.
This is for everyone's good. We even have a quake drill twice a year that includes other businesses around us. Getting this building back in working order quickly means getting our tenants back in business, because tenants in business pay rent, and their rent pays our salaries. We all have a stake in this. When we all work together, we're protecting both our company and our customers, but most importantly, we're helping to protect our jobs.
I am in a family-owned business, and we knew when we bought this building we
We had to take some measures to minimize our risks from an earthquake. One thing we're going to do is we're going to take some wire like this and connect our ceiling lights to the building's framing. Right now, they're just laying in the drop ceiling. It's not that complicated. If they're not attached to the building's framing, they're going to come down if they're shaken enough, and my customers and employees could get hurt.
As an entrepreneur, you've already passed the test. Every day, you solve the problems you face with your hand on the throttle. Being Quake Smart is furthering your sense of ownership and applying it to earthquake mitigation. Doing what you can to protect your business.
Our family has put a lot of ourselves and money into this business, so the last thing we need is to lose some of our customer base that we worked really hard to create. So securing ceiling lights is just part of our plan to protect our business.
We're constructing this building stronger and smarter to reduce any potential earthquake damage. When we build a new building, of course, we're going to build to current seismic building codes, but we have a lot of older properties too. That's why we have plans in place for earthquake mitigation to coincide with scheduled maintenance and capital improvements. This type of investment also makes these older properties safer, and when they're safer, they're more attractive to owners and occupants.
Many people think that their building is just too old and that seismic upgrades aren't worth the cost. Most often, these are the buildings most at risk.
Anyone at any stage can take steps to reduce their potential losses from an earthquake. But what you don't want to do is look back and wish you had.
Hello, I'm Nancy Ward, a FEMA Regional Administrator. The Quake Smart initiative is designed to help businesses reduce losses that can result from an earthquake. At FEMA, we have learned that the longer a business remains closed following a disaster, the greater chances it never reopens. Your motivation to explore Quake Smart should be an interest in protecting your company's bottom line. Earthquake mitigation steps range from relatively low-cost efforts, such as securing file cabinets and bookcases, to more comprehensive building structure upgrades. It can all begin with a walkthrough survey of your facility. The information you need to get started is at quakesmart.org. You can also go to FEMA.gov and click the Plan Ahead tab to find out more on what you can do to reduce losses from earthquakes and other hazards. Getting back in business quickly after an earthquake is critical. Now learn how to make it happen and protect yourself, your employees, and your company. If enough businesses get involved, the effort can help restart the entire community much quicker. The community on which everyone is dependent. Mitigation works for business. Put it to work for yours.